Hi children, today we are going to start geometry, that is chapter 6, lines and angles. Okay, so here you have to know about some basic terms. Okay, that is already you learned in the previous class. The first one, what is a line segment? Line segment. Line segment is a part of a line. Do you remember that? Line segment is a part of a line. This one is a line. It's any part we are taking. A part of a line with two endpoints. A, B are the two endpoints. So we are taking this line segment AB. So line segment means it is a part of a line with two endpoints. Then what is ray? This is also a part of a line segment with one endpoint. So this is the representation of ray. We can make it as OA. Okay. Ray is equal to, ray we can represent like this. Ray OA. We are reading it as ray OA. And here line segment AB. Now, what is a line? It is collection of points. So both the sides are endless. We don't know what is the end points. So we are representing this with the letter A, B. Simply we are taking 2 points and writing A, B. A, B is a line. 2 arrow mark means it is a line. Or simply with the small letter also we are representing the line. L, M, N. All these are, we are representing for line. Okay. Next. See, there are 3 points. Here also 3 points I am marking. Here it is A, B, C. Here we can make it as P, Q, R. 3 points are there. When I am drawing these 3 points, joining means it become a line. But when I am joining this, it will not become a line. It is a curved line. Curved or like this, it is not coming. It's not a straight line. So, we can say the point P, Q, R are collinear points. Collinear points. The definition of collinear points is if 3 or more points are lie on a same line. If it is a line means it is are lie on the same line. Then we can say it is a collinear points. Otherwise we can say it is a non-collinear points. Clear? Collinear and non-collinear. Collinear means all points are on the line. Non-collinear means it is not on the same line. That is the difference. Okay. Next, it is angle. What is an angle? You know this is an angle. So can you define one angle? It is, I am representing it as A, B, C. Okay. 2 rays are joined with a common point is called the angle. Here BA one ray and BC another ray. It is joined with the common point B. So it becomes an angle. Okay, we are marking like this. It is an angle. So name of this angle is, we can name it as angle ABC. ABC, one order, not ACB. ABC, one order you have to follow. Otherwise, you can write as CBA. This is also correct. Starting from C, CBA. Or simply we can represent angle B. When we are representing this only one letter means that letter, that common point is called vertex of the angle. This common point is the vertex. Then what about these 2 ray BC? The ray BC is the arm of the angle. It is the arm. And another arm is BA. There are 2 arms. It is joined together. Then we will get one angle. That joining point or meeting at a common point is called vertex. That when we are writing angle name only with the vertex 1 letter. Otherwise 3 letters we are using. Otherwise one more representation is the angle X or angle Y. Angle Z. Like this also we can represent the angles. Okay. Now already you learned different types of angles. Which are they? First one is acute angle. What is acute angle? An angle whose measure is between 0 degree and 90 degree is called acute angle. Like this one, small angle. See here the angle degree measurement, simply I am writing it is 50 degree. So this angle is acute angle. Acute. It is the measurement between 0 and 90 degree. Okay, x representing the angle. X here it is 50. So in between 0 and 90 is this angle. So we can say it is an acute angle. And second one is right angle. Right angle. You know that right angle? Yes, it is very simple. We are representing like this straight line. It is 90 equal to 90 degree. So here right angle means an angle whose measure is equal to 90 degree. X is equal to 90 degree. Here x proper 90 degree is called right angle. So this is the shape of the right angle. Third one, it is obtuse angle. Obtuse. Obtuse angle. The measure is between 90 and 180 degree. Then how to read this? 90 degree less than x less than 180 degree. It means this angle is between 90 and 180. Any angle 130. Between 180 we can between 90 and 180 we can write as 91, 92 or any other value up to 179 we are using. This is obtuse angle. And fourth one is a straight angle. What is straight angle? Straight angle means this straight. Okay, if we are measuring this angle, it is equal to 180 degree. An angle whose measure is equal to 180 degree, then we are saying it is a straight angle. And one more angle you have to study now. It is reflex angle. Reflex angle. Reflex angle is, it is the measure of an angle between 180 and 360. So this outside angle, this angle is called a reflex angle. Inside means it is an acute angle. So outside, so simply I am writing it as 270. It is between 180 and 360. This angle is called a reflex angle. Okay, so in between 180 less than x less than 360. This is called a reflex angle. So you have to know about all this angle that we will use in our questions. So first acute angle less than 90. That much only you have to remember. Less than 90. Right angle equal to 90. Obtuse angle between 90 and 180. Straight angle correct 180 degree. And reflex angle between 180 and 360. All this you have to learn. Okay. Another one important element is complementary angles. Complementary angles. That is, the sum of two angles is 90 degree. Sum is equal to 90. Sum of two angles. Adding together we will get 90 degree means we are saying it as complementary. See, one angle it is 30 degree and another angle is 60 degree. If you are adding these two, total is 90 degree. So we are saying these two angles are complementary angles. Another example is 45, 45. Total is 90. Another one is 20 and 70. All these are complementary angles. Already you learned 8th standard, I think. Okay. Next one it is supplementary angles. Supplementary angles. Supplementary angles means the sum of two angles. Sum of two angles is 180 degree. When we are adding two angles sum, coming 180 degree means we are saying these two angles are supplementary angles. Example, suppose one angle like this, it is 130. Another angle like this, it is 50. Total adding 130 and 50, we will get a 180 degree. So these two angles are supplementary angles. Don't make confusion complementary and supplementary. Complementary means 90 degree, supplementary means 180 degree. So last year you learned like, so what is the complement of 60? That is 30 degree. What is the supplement angle of 130 degree? That is 50 degree. Complementary and supplementary, it is very important. We are using in this questions. The next one, adjacent angles. Adjacent angles. What is adjacent angles? Look this figure. Naming it as A, B, C and D. There are two angles here. But two angles, one ray is common and the vertex also common. These types angles are called adjacent angles. Adjacent angles means it has a two angles have a common arm. Here common arm is BC. This is common. See ABC. Here also CBD. This ray is common to both angles. So in an adjacent angles, one arm is common to both angles and non-common arms, it is AB and BD. It is different side of this common arm. Here it is left side and it is right side. AB is the left side of the common arm and BD is the right side of this common arm. This type angles are called adjacent angles. Here angle ABC and angle CBD are adjacent angles. Clear these adjacent angles? So it has a common vertex and a common arm. It is very important. Common vertex and common arm. It has common vertex and common arm. And also non-common arms are different side of this common arm. Is called adjacent angles. Okay, these are the condition. It is a common vertex and a common arm. And non-common arms are different side of the common arm. That types of angles are called adjacent angles. Clear this one? Okay. Our next topic it is linear pair of angles. Linear pair of angles. It is, from the figure it is very easy to understand. Like this one figure is. Can you define what is linear pair of angles? In an adjacent, these two angles are adjacent angles. There is a common vertex, we can name it as O. Here it is A, B and C. Here AOB and BOC are two adjacent angles. Okay, these two adjacent angles we can say it is a linear pair of angles. So can you define this? In an adjacent angle, non-common arms form a line. In an adjacent angles, non-common arms form a line. See, OA and OC are the non-common arms that form a line. It become a line. Then we can say it is a linear pair of angles. So angle AOB and angle COB are linear pair of angles. Linear pair of angles. It is adjacent angle also. But in adjacent angles, non-common arm form a line. Then we can say it is a linear pair of angles. And another important term it is vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. vertically opposite angles. Listen, when two lines are intersecting at a point, if two lines, okay, one line is AB is a line and another line is CD. These two lines AB and CD are intersecting at a point O. So we will get 4 angles. So opposite pair of angles are called vertically opposite angle. Here angle AOD, angle BOC are vertically opposite angles. This we can represent like this with one line. Angle AOD, angle BOC are vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. Can you say one more example from this itself? Vertically opposite angles, that is AOC and BOD. Angle AOC and angle BOD are another pair of vertically opposite angles. Clear this one, vertically opposite angles? In scissors, like this is the scissor. So vertically opposite angles we can see that. This is also very important, vertically opposite angles and linear pair. So one more definition we can study now, that is intersecting lines and non-intersecting lines. See, in a plane two lines we are drawing means sometimes we are drawing like this. Okay, the chances, one chance is like this. These lines are called non-intersecting. It is not intersecting anywhere. It is called non-intersecting. So sometimes we are drawing like this in the two lines. So these two lines are intersecting at a point. So these lines are called intersecting lines. Intersecting lines. So all these are basic concept of in this chapter. After that only we can start the chapter theorems. All this in this chapter more theorems we have to study, theorem and its proof and some problems also. So we want to know about all the basic concept. These are the basic concept. So all of you have to study well all this basic concept, then only we can clear the theorems. Clear this one? Okay, thank you.